But like you mentioned, honestly, this is perfect setup for EVOS Legends to actually go for the Fanny. There's no single target lockdown from BTR in terms of CC. It enables that Fanny, but there's only one big question here. Do they want to risk role swapping again, destroying the team synergy? It can happen. Or Sotsujin can just show his Fanny here in MPL.
Whew. My main concern is that if EVOS, if they want to deal with Key, they don't have the burst damage to try and delete him off the bat. So if he even gets half a second to make a play, he will go for those crazy engages. As now we take a comment from Anti-Mage. Just like the other lower tier teams, such as Rebellion and GeekFam, Bigotron are really trying their best for the playoffs, but not as scary as Rebellion and GeekFam.
Whoa!
As you think about that though, Hayabusa makes the field right here. Wow.
Also an assassin here, so but Sotsujin will play. I think in Season 10, only twice Hayabusa has gone to the Land of Dawn.
Sully Boy, Albert, we've also seen it from Fearless.
A couple of times.
A couple of times we've seen it. Kids as well. There's a lot of Hayabusa picks. Not a lot in terms of but it's enough. We have a pretty good sample size of how Hayabusa plays in Season 10. Audience prediction by TikTok though, 66% against 34%. EVOS Legends once again losing out in the audience prediction. But I gotta be honest with you guys, man. Looking at the draft, aside from that Hayabusa pick, I would actually say that EVOS have the better draft here.
I'm just concerned about how they plan on dealing with Key, right? I think if EVOS can get the ball rolling, can get control and pressure Bigotron, make them split apart and not fight 5v5, I think they have a chance here. Because even with the called Ultraman, if they get engaged on with that Fatal Links, that's a difficult proposition for Bigotron Alpha to try and lose him.
Gotta say, we'll see who will grab the first point in the series. Will it be Bigotron or EVOS? Spam the comments as we now enter the Land of Dawn for Game 1. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Oof, this is going to be really tough again, right? Let's slow it down a bit. Let's talk about the matchups just in general in the lanes. Pendragon on this Phobius against the Uranus. Okay, that's a lane that actually the Uranus can have a say in, but we're talking about that mid control now, which is actually going to be pretty equal now that I think about it. It's all going to come down to the the gold lane there where Irithel is going to win, but here you go. Town prediction by Axe, only one caster. Ranger Mas going for EVOS Legends.
The last time we saw this in, I think it's a GeekFam match, he actually ended up being correct, so we'll see if history repeats itself. But so far, I think the fact that the Lilia is in the picture, I think Bigotron Alpha will have the a lot more playmaking potential in the early game, but they lack a bit of damage right here, so they can clear out. But can they actually go for the pickoffs when they don't have the burst to make sure that members from EVOS Legends won't get a chance to retaliate?
We'll see here, set up 3v2 top side.
Wow.
Sotsujin does not connect his Shadow, so he will not commit to that Shadow kill just yet here. 30 seconds to the first shuttle. Seems like EVOS Legends slowly but surely trying to pick up the setup, that the early game pressure that they have.
Exactly.
Early game pressure is what EVOS Legends need to utilize, need to dive into, right? Because the reason they went for the Hayabusa Franco is to put more pressure into these side lanes, just going for those ganks to create a snowball effect early on. If BTR can actually hold on in the early game, weather that storm, this Hayabusa is going to be a bit, you know, it's not really going to be that good in the massive team fights later on.
Exactly, and even if he wants to go for a split push, they can easily send Sorizo to just withstand the damage, and the Uranus will be too much for them to deal with, as right now the turtle is still being contested, but Sotsujin will be able to secure it, and the Black Shoes will ensure that Marino will be able to back out.
Seems like EVOS Legends, they are able to be ahead in rotations here.
Oh, here it is.
Max, though, realizing that Sotsujin has no retribution,
Wow.
Max will just capitalize and exploit that spell.
A very fresh move by Bigotron Alpha, as that's an engage.
Oh, they like connects on towards 2 here. Crossbow tank pops enough to take the first blood by Samsung here. Bigotron, they might look more. Clover needs to be careful here.
Oh.
He has popped the sprint. He will not be able to escape as Taz comes in, trying to find compensations, trying to look for scraps. But Moreno and Key still survive, but Sotsujin comes in with a vengeance. Double kill instantly here by the assassin.
A solid trade back from EVOS Legends, but we need to take a look at what's most important for EVOS Legends. Winning in that side lane with the Irithel. We mentioned that in a 1v1 matchup, Irithel does do better, but it's not a 1v1 when you have Dreams.
Oh my god, Dreams with Iron Hook, Max A little too aggressive there. He was trying to go for the lethal. He got it, but at what cost? He was pulled back instantly, and there you go. He gets taken down. A very good compensation here by EVOS Legends.
Back again to my point. It's not a 1v1 without Dreams and Key. All right, I wanted to say that, but Dreams just got a hook too, so perfect timing. Anyways, Arashi, in terms of the emblems here, Jin went for high and dry.
Exactly. He needs to ensure that 1v1, he will have the maximum kill potential. I think that's the idea, right? Shake up your setup with the assassin picks, and then make sure that you don't lose to those surprise engages with the Cult Altar. I think it's a very solid game plan. We'll just to see the execution coming in from EVOS Legends. So far, with 3 kills, Susujin is quite the menace right now. I think if he goes for Marky or Moreno, they'll be forced to use some battle spells to survive.
Take a look at the gold lane. Not really, the Irithon's not really being given farm, and BTR are just shoving it to secure that top side pressure. I don't think EVOS Legends will have the resources necessary to go for this contest. Ooh, but they're still just rotating around.
Oh, Flicker and Zoa's Fatal is available for Key here, but Moreno gets taken down once again by Sutsujin. The Bloody Hunt connects on towards Key here. EVOS Legends, they have equalized, getting the neutral objective there, and as well as getting 2 kills. A very important trade, as I feel like Uranus is a little bit late to the party.
Way more value for EVOS.
Exactly. So Rizzo was trying to clear the bottom side, and he came there quite late. I guess the fight was just pretty, I don't know, pretty improvisational. But now Sutsujin on the top side, Vision Alpha, they just have to execute a lot cleaner here. If they want to go for the objectives, they have to prepare a way out. Because EVOS Legends, if they don't get the main objective, they will try and get compensation.
BTR, with this losing lane up top, they are choosing to actually play with the 1-1 a lot, right? Key's constantly in that top side, and it just gives over more pressure in that XP lane to EVOS Legends.
Oh, Marky getting caught against Sutsujin's setup top side. Succeeds.
Wow.
The high and dry is just too much, and take a look at that. The gold gap from 1-1 and as well as the Irithel.
Exactly, 1-1 has more of a goal advantage, surprisingly, but of course, with Susujin 5-0 in the picture, it's a bit dangerous, but Clover might be overstaying here.
Oh my god, he popped the sprint, but it's not enough as Moreno will claim the kill. He overstayed there.
Definitely.
A little bit greedy there. He wanted the turret, but he will go down. Take a look at Rizzo.
Chorizo. God. Well, this is what we've come to expect about Chorizo, but engage.
Oh, be careful here. Shadow kill and high and dry will not be able enough to take him down just yet. The bot side might fall here if EVOS Legend does not respond. But top side, once again, Bigatron Alpha now trying to expand their advantage.
Wow. The way BTR have been playing this game has been pretty, you know, impressive for me, right? Because, oh, bottom side again, though. Chorizo is not going to survive this time. He gets taken down. A good trade by EVOS, but you can take a look at the kills, and you can take a look at the gold lead. It doesn't make sense that Bigatron Alpha are ahead, but if you watch it from the beginning and you see the little things that BTR are able to do, you can.
Okay, Max finding a kill there on towards Clover, a little too vulnerable there. That shadow kill will not amount to anything, as now the re-engage perhaps, but that last quad shadow will make Sutsujin escape.
Oh, back again to my point, right? If you watch it from the beginning, you will make sense out of it. This gold lead is surely with the wave control and obviously the turret take, right, Arashi?
Yep.
The fact that Clover has been zoned away from his mini wave so many times, it actually creates so much more gold for Bigatron Alpha to actually take.
Exactly, and to add to that, Chorizo being able to just cut waves constantly allows them to deny gold from EVOS Legends by letting the minions die to the turrets instead. So right now EVOS is trying to equalize. They need to find more pickoffs because that's what their team composition is designed to do. Later on, when both teams want to clash up against each other, Dreams on that Franco will be less and less effective. And now on the back foot, Franco, we can just see it's just so much harder to actually use effectively.
Okay.
Look at Chorizo.
Need to really look for Key as well here. Flicker and Fatal Links is on demand. EVOS, they need to be careful. How are they going to go about this? Concealed play here by Dreams. Fatal Links instantly though. Marky needs to be careful as Call Alter was popped as well. EVOS failed to find the right engage here as take a look at the backside here. Shadow kill pops onto his two members. Sutsujin needs to be careful. Moreno and backside though. Max looking for a kill onto his Taz.
Oh,
the crossbow of Tank getting the shutdown now. Key looks for another kill. Pendragon with that demonic force trying to zone the members away. But again, Bigatron showing the solidarity and good coordination.
Wow, oh my god, that was beautiful on so many levels. Initially was started by Sorizo, who was up top clearing the way, putting the pressure down so that the mini wave will crash. And again, to make EVOS Legends look, to make EVOS Legends make that forced error. Then EVOS, noticing that, they went to look for that fight, but he instantly disrupted that with the Fatal Links. He used that just as a momentum breaker. He went out with a perfect match, couldn't really catch him off there unless Dreams gets the Bloody Hunt. With that distraction out of the way, Marky has free time to just go in with the space key created, and it all just culminated in such a big lead for BTR. That was such a beautifully orchestrated play.
Don't forget how Moreno was able to output damage quite freely, and with that advantage right now, because in Alpha, they go for the dominant play, taking away the buffs, taking away the jungle resources, wrestling away control from EVOS Legends. And you can do the same to taunt your enemies with the battle emotes coming in the 2022 edition. Woo!
For EVOS, it's class.
Class!
Very good emotes here, forced from both teams, Bigatron and as well as EVOS Legends. With the slower push here, Bigatron Alpha expanded their lead to 5,000. What they need to do here is be careful again.
Whoa!
They're clumped up. There's Atlas. Again, every tier 2 will fall here. EVOS Legends, they are struggling. Arashi, any thoughts on how do EVOS Legends turn this around?
They need a very value pickoff, man. I mean, they tried to do so. They used the conceal early on, and Dreams went for the play, but Key completely disables it, reads in to where he was going to path to. So if Dreams can get a very solid hook onto, let's say, Marky or Moreno, right? They have enough crowd control to ensure that they can burst them down without letting them use the Black Shoes or Crossbow of Tang, and that will allow for a huge momentum shift because later on, with Susujin in the picture, he can one-shot a lot of the Squisher members, and Clover will be doing a lot of damage, man. If you take a look at the items right now, Windtalker and a Berserker's Fury, it's only just begun for him to scale into that late-game monster that the Irithel is.
And the Irithel, I do want to talk a little bit about his next item, right? Is he building towards a DHS or a Wind of Nature? Because if he goes for the Wind of Nature, it will only kind of counter the 1-1, right? A lot of the damage will be coming from that magic. I believe going for the DHS might be a better move here for Clover, because he already has the Cult Altar to play with.
Ooh, right there, though. Susujin is able to secure his purple buff. Very well played by him, but you can see that the Wind of Nature is completed for Marky, so the 1v1 potential for Susujin won't be available. And of course, Sorizo with the Oracle, with the Enchanted Talisman, he has all the sustain he requires to be such a nuisance in the side lanes. And now look at this. He's waiting for the objective to be up before he makes any aggressive maneuvers. And if he can get pressure in the lane once the Lord is about to be up, it's going to be huge value, and EVOS knows that. They are preparing a trap, but Sorizo is not biting on it.
To answer that, with that ice cream going as well, Moreno will just deny the movements, aggressive movement from Dreams and as well as Taz perhaps.
What? Clover's top side, they are not going for the contest at all. They're actually leaving it for no trades. I don't know if that was a mistake, a miscommunication as to the timing of the Lord, or they wanted to give it for free like that. But again, it just, Clover cleared a wave for that Lord.
That's crazy, man. I mean, you can see Sorizo even backed away, thinking that, okay, no one's on the map. They might be going for a dive here to get another tower, you know, as exchange. But EVOS Legends didn't go for it at all. What is going on?
Are they gun-shy, perhaps? Was that a miscommunication? Did they want to contest the Lord? But maybe because Clover was top side, they couldn't. Now, though, it just adds on to the list of problems for EVOS Legends. BTR have a Lord that's not enhanced. That's how fast the tempo has been in this game. It's another unenhanced Lord here coming into the bottom side. Bigatron Alpha can definitely look for a base turret here, but they will have to be very intelligent with this push.
The situation has gone from bad to worse here. Forward side of EVOS Legends. Rashi, can they defend the base
Can they,
turrets?
man? Susujin has lower gold, Bayou best gold, than Sorizo even. So Bigatron Alpha, as long as they don't get, you know, a big hook done by Dreams onto them, I think it's going to be very difficult. Key goes for the play here, but he just zones everyone away. Pendragon's caught alone.
Oh my god, Demonic Force here towards the backside. Bigatron, they're retreating. They want to focus on towards Pendragon first, and I think that's the right call. Pendragon isolated. He will not be able to escape as Max will pick up the kill. A very smart initiation.
Not Key.
Key, though, will be popped there. gets taken down. An important engage taken away from side of Bigatron Alpha EVOS Legends. They are still holding the base to the mid side. Max here being the recipient of that Rock Shadow, and Shadow Kill will fall. So Rizzo might be next. He will back away for now. Bigatron Alpha losing 2, EVOS Legends losing 1.
Yeah, very, very good counter engaged by EVOS Legends while they were down a man, and it was facilitated by who? Dreams. When he got Key, it was such a good pick, right? The fact that he didn't get Cerezo, he got Key. And for BTR, they were definitely screaming, no, not Key, don't get Key. Because if EVOS were able to get anyone else there, Key would have been able to re-engage with the Fatal Links. So getting him was the best
scenario.
Yeah, best scenario, best decision there.
And it's fortunate for them that they have the burst damage to delete Key almost completely. If they didn't, there's also a potential for Key to make that play happen. So EVOS Legends, they're operating on the wire here. It's just so risky, but this is how desperate they are. They're in a very tough spot. As you can see, Athena's already built on Marky as well, making sure that he respects all the potential damage coming in from EVOS Legends.
Conceal.
Conceal has been used here. Sorizo is the target.
Hey, Dreams,
Key?
this is that Iron Hook.
Okay.
Looks for the re-engage here, perhaps. Will he commit to it? Not just yet. As in the backside, though, Susujin using that Shadow Kill. Thankfully, he has that Quad Shadow to escape as Lord hands one as spawn here. So EVOS Legends, they need to contest this one. Is it the wise decision? Perhaps, but they need to make something here.
Right now, I honestly don't think BTR are going to commit to the Lord. They're just baiting EVOS Legends to come out of their base so that BTR can actually look for a fight. Again, it's a forced error being forced out from BTR towards EVOS as Sutajin jumps in.
Susujin here will not commit onto it anything just yet here. Fatal Links connecting onto one. There you go, the Max will grab that Lord. Cold Altar pops as well. And the backside though, Dreams will take a lot of damage, but Suppression will perhaps take down Max here. Max, oh, he's building tank. He's so tanky, but Susujin will have the final say. Bigatron Alpha, they lost a man, but they got the Lord. EVOS Legends trying to expand in the mid side here. Can Sorizo defend this one?
Oh.
Seems like the mid side will fall here, will collapse. Oh,
no.
Bigatron Alpha with the clear.
It's so low. Oh man, just one more hit from even Franco to take that turret. But BTR, I think they walk out with the more value play in the end, right? Max is spawning in 13 seconds. They should be able to time the Lord push with Max spawning in. So it should still be Bigatron looking for that siege right now.
Hayabusa's recalled, getting cancelled in the bot side. Trying to delay and as well as distract here, so Rizzo.
Oof. Man, Bigatron Alpha, Key is just so good at denying Dreams any playmaking potential, and the Conceal has been popped here. Going in.
Looking for the play here. Forced to
use
a flicker again, baiting the resources. Oh, Suppression comes in. The follow-up damage though will fall as well. Key, the first man standing, will fall now. Pendragon looking for a play, but the crossbow attack just melts. Pendragon Dreams is going to be the next target. Moreno falls as well as 2 members here will fall. Susujin in the backside trying to find a kill, trying to make a play. Bigatron is too tanky with 4 men clumping up. Now Sorizo pop that Witness Truncheon to Region as well, as the base will be saved here by the 3 members left standing from side of EVOS Legends.
Wow, still such a good defense from EVOS Legends. Despite losing 2 members, they're still able to defend in that mid lane, but they're going in again.
Susujin looking for a kill on towards the backside here. Max is going to be target, but will not be able to. Take a look at the damage. The burning effects from that emblem will kill. And now Susujin is in trouble. He's 1 HP, no Quachero. There you go. Cold Altar was popped as well. Now EVOS Legends again looking for a breathing space. Pendragon looking for a kill on towards Marky. There you go. Marky with the sliding. It seems like Pendragon will not be able to take this guy down. Marky looks for the crossbow attack, and he gets to outplay Max, picking up the kill. Bigatron Alpha, they are still standing very strong here. 5v3. Can they end this? Bot side and as well as mid is coming in.
You can't counter Marky's 1-1 with a Phobius. We saw it 2 times and now it's happening again.
Shadow kill with a nature popped as well here. Base turret, the last base turret will fall. Bigatron Alpha, they look again for the Dreams. Dreams looking for the outside play. Force the flicker outside. Will not be able to mount to anything, just delay, but Moreno actually the backside. Sutsujin gets one member, a very important role.
He?
Fatally, Flicker connected onto his stats, but no follow-up damage. Pops as well. Max popping that crossbow attack will be able to escape for this time. My oh my, Bigatron always maintaining the pressure, and EVOS Legend still surviving.
Honestly, I might have to say again, BTR made a mistake there. That's a massive blunder, overcommitting. It gives EVOS the chance now, the opportunity to actually look for the Evolve Lord. 16 seconds on both Key and Moreno. So Rizzo, very good read on this. He knows that he's not in a place where his team can go for it. He tries to reset it, but he got knocked up. It cancels the reset, and now they're going to go for it.
Decision. Max, will he be able to steal this one away? The pull from Taz. Take a look at the retribution battle. Max gets taken down though on the backside. Marky, Sutsujin, Pendragon looking for the collapse. A good disengage. Bigatron Alpha. Max, the main man, manages to steal it away, and still momentum forward side of Bigatron Alpha.
Max has improved so many times, and here he is in his final form, out-retrying Sutsujin in a moment where EVOS had most of the pressure in the Lord Pit. What an amazing steal from Max, and it basically saved Bigatron Alpha from being, pushed back and given a chance over to EVOS Legends to come back. BTR now, I think even in the 4v5, they can look for the siege.
Let's see. EVOS. Sutsujin was caught with that fatal intent now. 4v4 in the even ground, but they have the Lord. We'll see. EVOS Legends, can they defend this one? It seems like with Clover, their clear is quite high. Pop that Immortal Key and take a look at the backside. Pendragon tries to distract as they take down Key. Bigatron are forced to back away. But still though, super minions here is on Bigatron's favor. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game.
4 Lords this game already. We've seen 4, no even 5 sieges happen for BTR, and EVOS have just been able to, again, defend constantly with a man disadvantage with a Lord pushing down, and that last one was an Evolved Lord, Arashi.
It's an Evolved Lord, but it's a 6-slotted Clover on the Irital, replacing the boots for a bit of despair right now. That is a lot of damage that Bigatron Alpha needs to deal with. Someone needs to make sure that Clover does not get the free hit, because even Key will not be able to withstand kind of damage. EVOS Legends go for the conceal play, but man, speaking of throwbacks to Season 7, man, like what is this back and forth? 21 minutes will soon be the timer of this game.
See Halberd also built by 1-1 here. Marky respecting the perhaps Phobius. So very smart itemization here from the Filipino.
The thing is it too much though? Take a look. They have 4 anti-regen items. Dominance Ice on 3 members. So Rizzo, Key, and Max. And they also have the Sea Halberd. So are they placing too many of these items onto their members? Remember, they can't just go for something different here, right? They can go for more damage or perhaps just more tankiness in general for the tanks. Arashi, 4 anti-regen items. Worth it or not?
I think they're thinking of limiting the Cult Ultra Shield as well, perhaps, but I think it's a bit too much. I think 3 at most should be fine, especially in this late stage of the game. Marky will have to try and compete against Irithal's damage. More AoE, more range, and fortunately Clover is running that sprint battle spell, so he won't have the Inspire, but that's still a lot of damage that the front line can't really withstand right now. And I think the hidden key here for the side of Bigatron is Moreno. We saw that when he was picked off, not enough damage, not enough burst when Key tried to go for that pick off onto Taz. So with the Lilia damage, I think they have enough damage, but Conceal now has been popped, and EVOS have control in the Lord Pit.
Heart attack.
Numerous times though, the concealed play doesn't really amount to anything here. Can Bigatron somehow capitalize? Top side seems to be pushing towards the side of Bigatron Alpha. EVOS Legends, they need to take care of that.
Uh-oh, deja vu. EVOS, we've seen them in this position before. Lord being baited and an XP laner up top. EVOS Legends needs to respond to this, but
the suppression comes in. Max still has a Immortal though. You see, Fataling connects. Max survives as everything collapses.
Top side pushing in.
Follow-up wasn't really there. Take a look at the backside though. Hayabusa, Uranus 1v1. The minions doesn't really connect just yet as Sutsujin will fall perhaps. Take a look at the Lord here still. Key gets taken down. Clover though falls as well as Max bursted him down. He is distracting Sutsujin in the backside. And what a play. Chorizo comes in looking for the flanks here. as they are now perhaps going to commit to the Lord. But take a look at the HP. They're quite low.
No ultimate for Sutsujin. BTR low. What a game we have here, boys. We're back again here. It's only a 1-for-1 traded in the end, but BTR, they can constantly play with the pressure they have in the side lanes. And with the super minions constantly spawning as well, it creates a slow push automatically at all times for BTR in all 3 lanes. So EVOS are definitely now in the position where they need to look for a desperate fight to come back.
But can they win a fight without Clover though? He's out of the map for 15 seconds and Pendragon jumps in.
Hayabusa is nowhere near, but take a look at the suppression. Max actually was caught, but no follow-up damage in the backside. Marquis is still alive there. Pendragon will not commit to that demonic force just yet, as the Lord is now marching in the mid side.
3-way push. They can go for this right now. Moreno, okay, Sutsujin still has his ultimate, but Taz, the Cult Altar, they need to use this timing properly. Key needs to look for that moment. El Momento, it's here. Do it. Right now, make it or break it.
5 seconds to the flicker here. We'll see here. Lord evolved. He will not able to do anything just yet. Greens falls here, but take a look at that. Fatal, he's gonna onto it. Sutsujin, the right target. As now Bigatron with this Lord push, they are looking for the end. Sutsujin falls, and it seems like Pendragon in the backside will fall as well very soon. Taz taking the heat there. He falls as well, as this is going to be a point for the side of Bigatron. The Lord is going to be the end of EVOS Legends 1-0 after a very thrilling game.
Oh my god, what a game to start the series on. Man, I got a heart attack.